Good morning, beloved friends. Hi. I've been telling you about people who really changed my life, and I just have two more to tell you about. So today I want to talk about a letter from Barbara. So one day I was so overwhelmed. At that point, I think we were raising, 20-something kids, because besides our adopted kids, people just kept dropping off kids at our house all the time. And so I was a bit overwhelmed, and I was feeling burnt out, I guess might be the word. And so I said to my dear husband, I said, would you take care of the kids, and I just need to go outside and yell at God. So as if that would do any good, but it did. So I went outside and I'm saying, God, what are you thinking that you would give me illness and 20-something kids and all this energy that I don't know how to deal with? I feel like I'm being electrocuted. And so I finally finished, and I just kind of dropped to the ground. I would say deliciously defeated, because I wasn't getting an answer. And so I went back into the house, and my husband said, there's a letter here for you. And my daughter said, oh, and the package came for you while you were outside. So with all these kids swirling around me, wanting to talk to me about what I had learned and why would I yell at God, all that great stuff. And so I sat down in the middle of the kitchen with everybody cleaning up after breakfast, and I opened the letter. And the letter said something like, hi, my name is Barbara. You don't know me, but I feel like I know you because I've been watching you on TV, your kids, etc. Because reporters were always around, because it seemed like a big deal to them. We were raising that many kids, whereas I felt like, what is the big deal? This is just what I get up and do every morning. So anyway, the letter went on to say, I don't know if she used this word, but radical Quaker gathering. Not the kind of Quakers that has ministers and rules, but believes that divinity, wisdom comes through anybody who just gets still enough. And so she said, I sat down and prayed after I watched you and your children. And I want you to know, yes, I get that you had radiation poisoning and that you were born partially paralyzed and all that. I get that. But what I want you to know is that your symptoms match exactly Kundalini. I had never heard that word. I had no idea what that meant. But she said, I'm not going to try to differentiate between Kundalini and radiation poisoning, but maybe they all come from God. And what I want you to know is that it's not that you are dying, which the doctors were always saying. It's that you are running mega God, so much more God than your body knows how to integrate. And so I want you to start thinking of yourself as honored, privileged that God is using your body to love the world through you. And sometimes that does feel like electrocution. And if you want to get together, I would love to just come to your house and talk to you. And so right after I called her, and she came over, and we became really close friends. But she did change my life by changing the perspective that whatever was going on with me was because there was so much divinity running through my body. And I pray that you have somebody like that. And I want to do that for you. I want to remind you that much of what's going on with you, because you have so much love that the world has not yet been quite ready to receive or to use. And please don't feel bad about that. Feel humbled that this is happening through you. Thank you so much.